Yeah, this is my subject here. I hope you guys have your subject too. And I am going to use a few things that I showed you right now. I have a, oops. Okay, huh. One more thing. I hope you have your scissors and your glue. Do not use the glue till you've kind of achieved what you want in the collage, because that'll kind of um limit your layouts, basically your compositions. So this is a subject I have. I have this, and it has a cup which is kind of in proportion. Maybe I can superimpose this here to get it a little, like, play with a little proportion. I have this piece of paper. It's a really old paper. I don't know, maybe like a year old or something. And I think it got wet in rain once. So it's giving that really nice brown, little, like, older paper look that you see in old books. But can just achieve it like this. Um, so I'm gonna probably layer it behind, and because I've seen a lot of people do use just paper, newspaper behind to layer things to give it a little bit of an interest. So I'm gonna do the same, and oh, it's fitting quite well with each other here. Maybe not here. So maybe I can do this as well. No, I'm gonna change it back. Sorry, guys. This is a lot of trial and error, honestly. So if you have your pieces of paper or your subject, basically whatever works with your subject, that's about it. And I'm gonna do this is kind of a little bit there, and now I might actually look at my things are falling down all my time. uh, so I have this magazine, and kind of bookmarked a few things here and there what I like. I like this texture a lot. I might actually take use this later on, not now. Another thing that people work a lot with is a palette. So if you're able to pick up a hue and work around it, that'll be fun too. Because, like, see, you have this brownish color, then you have your similar hued thing, and then this is not a similar hue, but now I can understand, okay, fine, this is some skin color, and then you have a little bit of salmon pink, a little bit of orange. So maybe I can just cut out a few things here and there that have a similar hue and collage it together. For now, I'm gonna keep the fish aside and the hand aside. And are you guys following? Somebody
Yep.
say something.
Yeah. I keep it mute because
Am I going
Max corrects
fast?
everyone then. But no.
Yes, yes, we are following.
Okay, okay.
Perfect. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Um, so where were we? We were somewhere here, I think. And so yeah, I bookmarked a page in this magazine, which I really thought might help. Is something with a lot of these, flowers. This can take a little while, so I'm not going to actually um cut this out in a full-fledged form. So maybe I'll use this one because these are too intricate for me to cut right now. I'm gonna take an easy route. Another thing is, like, with regional newspapers or magazines, you get a lot of these scripts that you don't under people don't understand. So They just see it as pattern. I bet you don't understand a thing in this. So it just seems like a pattern that you can use for something.
I can read
Like
characters.
that. Let me
The
try.
f- the
For you.
photo seems to explain quite a bit.
Okay, fine. Good for you. I don't know how to read so much. So just going to pick out maybe this flower only. Use a smaller scissors, guys. It's just much easier to cut because the bigger the scissors, you won't be able to cut it all that well. You'll get caught up in your the pictures might get caught up in your scissors. Mm, oof, sorry. Should I play some music?
If you want to, what music will fit a girl with a flower being put on her face? Huh.
Something here. I don't know, like whatever is
Play some Cuban cafe music on YouTube. That's always got a nice vibe.
Cuban cafe.
Yeah, at least for me, it turns out to be nice, light, backgroundy music.
Okay, music. Till that time, you guys can like cut things. Oh, I have heard of this. Oh, I did.
There you go.
I do bachata. So I have.
Ah, that's nice to know.
Guys, can hear the music? Is it too loud? Guys,
Well,
is
it's
the
there
music
in
too
the
loud?
back, so it'll fill the silence when you're not talking. But I think it's at a right volume where if you talk, we won't hear it, so that's fine.
Okay. So here I have something that I've led. Okay. Keep organizing this all over again. Sometimes that creates a little interest. So I have this. I can layer it behind her head, or I can just make the flower into her head. Whatever. Looks surreal and artistic as long as it's aesthetic. So some I don't throw away these things as well because this can be used as some sort of a just a color palette wise thingy, a tidbit here or there. This can make things pop out. So I'm gonna keep it on the side. Mm, oops. Maybe I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna put it behind her face. So I have these elements. Now, there's this piece of paper I like. This is just like tone paper that I like, and it has pinks. I think it's a fish or meat. I'm not sure. I'm gonna layer it here and see if it looks nice. Maybe not. Is it introducing too much color? Maybe. I'm gonna take this and keep it aside.
I approve of the size of that coffee mug, by the way. Just saying.
You approve? Thanks a lot. I kind of like the size too. So here's some add color to the entire thing. You can hear me right now. So I have these colored papers here. These I don't have actual full papers. I just had things here and there. So I'm gonna try to fit something here. If this gives a little pop color to the thing. Yeah, I think it does. Sure, it does give it. I don't want to go all the way as well because then the negative area will just kind of close off. And I don't want to do that. So maybe above this, maybe below it. Who knows? Surprise me. Maybe use two of these. Who knows?
Hey, Ria, make her a fish head.
Give her a fish head.
She's too perfect right now. She's too perfect there. The coffee mug. Make her fish head. No, I'm just joking.
I'm thinking I did show it like this. Not a bad idea.
Maybe turn the fish towards the coffee mug. Like.
Oh no, worst. Oh dear Lord. What monster have you created?
Coffee aficionados here, I guess, who will feel offended if you mess with the coffee mug.
I did have an idea long ago that maybe the fish can be used with an actual like fun body. I'm gonna just take it off for a second and show you guys.
Yeah, I didn't mean to disrupt here.
No, I just found it damn funny. Like Shilpa Shetty with a fish head.
Reverse mermaid.
It's a reverse mermaid.
Nice
So,
one.
like, this was just something I thought when I saw. I don't know why I kept Shilpa Shetty's cut out though.
She's not bad. She's like good.
Yeah, she's good. She posts a lot of TikTok videos nowadays. Not sure what I feel about it anymore. Yeah, not going beyond it right now. Wait, there's something like this that goes. I think this is close to what we had created. It's creating like this line here, and I'm just gonna put a splash of yellow here just to give it a little color. Maybe like so. I'm gonna see if this is going better with this color palette. Maybe this is going well, but it's not giving a pop out effect. So I'm gonna revert back to this. Guys, there's a lot of back and forth, but then just remember a few things like create depth. You can merge.
Isn't that the fun of it? Isn't it?
Yeah, that's the fun of it because you don't know what you're gonna create anyway. So it's fun. And see, I've layered like a tone paper with an absolutely nicely cut paper. Things like this really help a lot. Okay, so I'm so excited to show you this. I have something called a cutter, paper cutter sort of a thing. So this cuts any paper in the shape of this thing. So for sure, it's a crown. I don't know. Maybe I bought it like really long ago when I was a school going kid. Thought it was cool. Never knew how to use it, so ended up not using it ever. But what it essentially does is I put the paper between it and I just squeeze and it gives me a little crown. Like it cuts a little crown for me.
You make the small flowers actually come out of a cigarette. Like the cigarette smoking, the smoke is in terms of flowers. Not the big flower, the crown.
I don't have smaller ones.
Inflating the flower. That's what it looks like.
The crown
Is
can
actually giving
be
out
just stars, no?
yellow
Riya?
flower as smoke.
Yellow flower like thing.
Mhm.
You can use those
A
crowns.
lot of it, like coming out like butterflies from the
Ah,
part.
Hello. Yeah. So basically,
ऊपर
an handful of
smoke,
things you can.
smoke ऊपर से.
What? Guys, that's the fun of it, okay? I'm thinking if I should be layering something behind as well.
Put more flowers behind her so there's a stark contrast with the single.
Hey, do
crown
one
that
thing.
she's
Hey,
been
hey,
painting.
Priya, just turn that whole yellow thing towards her hand. It will look like a flame coming out of her hand, which is lighting the cigarette. No, the yellow flower, that crown that you've done. Just
Crown.
turn it. It will look like a fire coming out of her lighter.
Isn't that looking like that the other way around?
अरे फायर ऊपर जाएगा ना, नीचे कैसे आएगा?
सही बात है.
उसके हाथ से जा रहा है.
हाँ,
Fire coming
हाँ,
out of her hand. It's like she's lighting the
But
cigarette.
she does have a lighter, वैसे तो.
हाँ, तो लाइटर के टिप पे होना चाहिए वो.
हाँ,
Yellow.
ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट है, बहुत ज्यादा ही
हाँ,
कॉन्ट्रास्ट
हाँ.
हो गया, तो अब दिख नहीं रहा है.
Now it looks like fire coming out of her hand to light the cigarette.
And I'm going to town with this.
And since you suggested, like, we can use more of these. Who's to tell us not to? I'm gonna, you know what? Not cut that. Instead, I'm just gonna do a little bit of this and put it behind this. Just gonna cut. थोड़ा हिल गया. And maybe like just to complete an entire thing. As I said, I'm really impatient, so I kind of end up.
We can't see the top of the screen, Priya.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Oh, those flowers were not. ऊपर.
Oh, can you see now?
Just drag it below, na.
Drag what below?
As in, we can't see the flowers. We can't see the top of your journal.
Zoom
Where
out.
you placed the last. नहीं zoom नहीं हो सकता है ना. She's placed her mobile phone on top of a cereal box.
If you view this video in your mobile phone, you will see it in portrait. Right now on desktop, it's going to crop to landscape. It's not something we can, fix, unfortunately.
Acha guys, Riya, I'm going to leave because I'm going for another meeting right now.
Yeah, sure.
So, but make this beautiful thing, whatever you can. Make it funny. Chal, bye.
Bye.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Hi.
Right, Tanmay. Micromanage those other people as well. Make them put the crowns in the right place.
Cool. Chalo, bye guys.
So, guys, how are you able to see this? Now, I'm really curious.
तू कंटिन्यू कर. Let's see what you're doing with the background. Go ahead.
ऐसा लगाने से सही लग रहा है क्या?
नहीं वो फुल स्क्रीन में यूज कर रहे हो क्या आप?
हाँ.
स्क्रीन निकाल दो तो दिखेगा पूरा.
सही जो है वो जो तुझे लग रहा है वो सही है. अभी पब्लिक ओपिनियन लेने जाएगी तो कुछ नहीं होगा.
Anyway, तुम लोग को I have no idea how much can you even see in this.
Okay,
But
I have a suggestion. People on desktop, resize your window to fit one half of your laptop screen. The video will automatically show you the portrait that is being captured from Ria's phone. So we don't have to worry about ऊपर का है और नीचे का नहीं दिख रहा है.
Or you can.
Yeah, don't
open-
fit to your frame and then you will be able to see the entire thing.
Yeah, let the artist do her work.
why the artist do her work? What is this? I hope you guys are all.
Yeah, there's like 25 people in here micromanaging her. Like she came in here saying, I will show you how I'm doing this, and ultimately we're telling her, ye hila, wo hila. Come on, we're supposed to set a better example than the clients we deal with. Okay.
Oh, oh. I did not take it that way, but thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for standing up for me, Meer. So I'm gonna probably keep it at this. You guys, I mean, I'm sure I can layer it more, but as I said, what? I have another meeting. Ria will love to see this after it's done. Okay, Rupashri.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it at this. This looks pretty
Pretty
artistic.
artistic.
Um, and kind of gives that collage feeling. What people also do is, if you've read enough murder mysteries, you know that a lot of a lot of newspaper is used to cut out letters and paste them, right? I don't know if I have those kind of cut out letters. Yeah. Ta-da! So just to kind of create a last depth of interest, I'm gonna put this. And there. We're done with our collage, guys. The first one, at least. I hope this works.
Very nice.
So,
So how do you make this firm and now like take everything out and recreate it with the glue, or do you like just stick this big plastic thing on top? Because
no.
I don't know.
So, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture of this thing, so that I can refer to it and paste it exactly how it should be. I think so. I'm gonna take a picture of this, for which I need my camera. Can I take a picture while I'm on a phone call?
Take a screenshot.
Shot instead. I don't know how I did this, but just gonna have to recreate it somehow. Anyway, this is one collage that we've done. Do you guys want to see another one that is not like having so many elements? I can do that as well, because this was supposed to be a little more simpler one, but I just went with the flow. Like, even if it was this much, it would have been a collage, not a problem. I just went on and got carried away. Um, while I do have that one as a screenshot, I want to really quickly show you something that you can do if you don't have these like fully nicely cut out human beings that look so perfect and nice. Like, screw them. Who's perfect? Um, so here I'm gonna start with my collage number 2, which is a little different from what we've seen before. So I have this paper. It's a brown paper. उसके पीछे मैंने बहुत कुछ कांड किए हैं. Some college work or something. So I will probably I'll probably cut it in half or something. Wait. Okay. Let's go on music. Okay. So I have this. Is this even focused? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's focused.
It's slightly blurry at my end, so I'm gonna wait till you put things on it. It's just a blank screen.
Wait, I'm gonna try to focus it. Yeah, now I think it's focused enough. So now let's take the fish. I wish Tanya was here. I would have shown him this one. He liked the fish. Um, so my main subject for this is the fish, and I'm gonna build a few things around this. So I don't know. I feel like maybe I can use this hand. What else? Like I understand the color. As I said, the color is a little brownish or salmonish color that we're going with. So I have an actual meat piece, guys. I have this. I can use this as well. Tidbits. So from the paper that I used before, like this paper, I think this was no, this was part of this thing here. Guys, can you see? It fits. It's a Cinderella, guys. Sorry. So I think this is a really nice newspaper. It had something written on it. It's black. Overall, looks kind of interesting. So let's see what we can make out of these now. So here, in the previous one, we saw that the entire collage was very, dispersed. And this one, I'm trying to create a little more, like a little more like contained to one area to make it a little more layered. So this has a lot more layering than the other one. Oh, okay. And this works better horizontal, vertical, whatever. I'm gonna take this. I'll put it somewhat behind like this. So this is a lot more layered than the older one. The other one, older one. Sorry. It's like this. There's a hand coming out of the mouth. Maybe I'm gonna put it here. Overall, what I'm trying to achieve is a palette that can just form something. Like it doesn't have to mean anything. Just has to form, just to make a composition. How would it put here, which has a little bit of color. It's a little salmonish, a little earthy color here. I'm gonna put it here. Now this, it's a little like bluish earth. I don't know what it's part of. I found it. So while layering, I think one of the biggest problem I find is that I have really fat fingers and it just does not fit in very, like, I can't be delicate about it. Maybe put it, no. I have it. And okay, so I have something else also, which is a muffin. Not sure how I'm going to use it, but it goes with the color. So I'm going to try to fit in somehow. So you can work with a lot of texture papers, colored papers, no restriction. You can pretty much cut out any kind of pattern that you like or some old artwork and stick it My God, this looks really wrong though. No, no. Why didn't you guys say anything? Looks so wrong. Mm, let it a little more with, just took this paper out. So repetition helps as well while you're collaging. But like when you're working with something like this, repetition is a little harder to do because you have all the different elements here and there. Not sure. I'm gonna just put it here and see how it looks. Maybe that did not look all that great. Okay. I'm gonna stop it here because I need to like really quickly show you another thing that I'm really, really excited about is take this out. Whatever. Find okay. No. What I'm trying to find is a pattern of sorts or something that is of an earthy color. Yep. I like this. It's a bit messy. Collages can be messy, so just and deal with it. I don't know. I have this. I'm just gonna really fast about it. Cut this off. Sorry, Sonam Kapoor. Uh, so I have damn that went away. So okay, I have this piece of paper. That's a little earthy in the tone. And it has something. So can you guys give me a minute? I'm coming back with something. Okay, I'm back. So this is called. Are you guys still there? Forgot to ask.
Yep.
Yes,
Well,
yes, Ravi.
yeah.
We're all here.
So this technique is called a tape transfer. What it basically does is it takes all the ink on the paper and transfers it on a tape, and that can help you create a little bit of this transparent, translucent layering for your images. And for that, obviously, I need tape. I'll take this tape and cover it with. And I also have a mug of water because we'll have to kind of wash it off later. Mm, I'm going to collage it. Oops. Double essay so that it doesn't come out when I take it all off. I mean, it's not tone, basically. There you go. You have it like this. And what I'm gonna do is soak it in water a little bit. Now my fingers are stuck to this. Sorry. Okay. Let it sit there for a couple of seconds. I think it's done. Now, we're gonna take the paper. Can you guys see? Can everybody see? I'm gonna take the paper off the thing. Apparently not. It's not soaked enough. I'm gonna have to soak it a little more. I hope it transfers. So this will work for your newspapers or something that you've printed on an inkjet printer and not a laser printer. Or is it even? Yeah, it is transferring.
I think you can use DO to soak the paper. That will help, I guess.
What? Dio?
Yeah, that helps.
I'll have to go and get a Dio right now. It's
No. Then पानी से जितना हो रहा है उतना चलेगा. We are excited to see the results anyway.
Who is that exactly? I'm sorry, I can't see who is speaking.
Disha.
Oh, which Disha? There's only one Disha I know though.
मैं सही वाली हूँ.
Wow. Okay. Is this Disha Shah?
No. Shinde.
Okay.
I had texted you yesterday on WhatsApp.
You did. You did.
Yeah. That's me.
Okay. Sorry, I kind of like I know
No,
it's
that's okay. You might have not met me. That's okay.
yeah, probably. Are you like have you joined new?
Yeah, you're right.
When did you join?
The day before work from home was announced.
Great. Okay, sorry, Disha. I don't think we've met. That's why I was not able to recognize you. I thought it's another
And
Disha that we have at our office.
nah, don't say sorry. That's okay.
So, take it out.
Is the paper coming off?
Yeah, the paper is coming off, but I think I can just show a work in progress sort of a thing. What it essentially does is it transfers whatever image you had
Your print.
on your tape.
Cool, yeah.
Cool trick. अभी सारा निकला नहीं है पेपर मेरे से.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I don't think it'll come off. Like I'll have to put a little more time to do that. Kind of tough right now. But like it usually happens pretty fast. I don't know why it's not happening right now. थोड़ा सा ऐसा लॉल हो गया मेरे साथ. ठीक है. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this a little bit into some shape, or maybe the shape I'll just cut it into pehle. Sorry. So there you have it. I want to clean this up a little bit because this is my father's desk. And he might kill me if he sees so much nonsense on it. So
गुड गर्ल है यार.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. Uh, essentially what this does is, if I get my thing back, I'd have to keep use this as a background. Okay. So this is kind of what we made before, and this one can give an interesting sort of a. अभी ये गीला है तो इतना हो नहीं रहा है, but it can create a sort of layer in your drawing. Yikes, this was a total bust. Just let it dry for a bit, or take this whole paper off, which requires a little bit of patience apparently right now. I'm not able to do that. But you can transfer anything on a tape. That's what I want to say. You can transfer words, letters. Newspaper is a great medium. It won't work on glossy magazine pages. So I would suggest stick to newspaper. Yikes. Got carried away a little bit, I think. Okay. So this is sort of how I would like my collage to be. It's concentrated at one place. It's not diverging. It has many more layers than the previous one, so it creates more interest. Don't like it there though. Thinking if this could have become a little more translucent, I would have put it on the fish's head. But like whatever. We still can use it here. And there it is. I'm gonna screenshot this now. And this is how, I mean, you can create a little concentrated collage. Oh, sorry. Okay. So thanks a lot, guys. I hope this kind of helped you see collage in a different way, or a little more little like step by step way. It's a lot of trying different things. It's fun. It's so much fun, but I cannot guarantee you of the mess you make. So that's that. You guys, thanks. Does anybody have something to say?
It looks really pretty.
Thanks.
Looks cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna paste all this later, because we have to kind of clean the mess, and then I'll paste all of it and I'll put it on group. If you guys have made something, please do put it on the group. I'd love to see that. And if you guys have not made it and want to make it on the long weekend that's coming up, that'll be great too. Put it on the group.
I am
Yeah.
inspired. I didn't make anything because I was also working on the side, but I think it's like अभी मुझे ऐसा हो रहा है कि कब बनाऊं बैठ के.
Yeah, it's a very tactile medium. It'll take you back to your childhood, and I mean that's the feeling. I think I feel a lot more nostalgic when I do this. So I think you're bang on that. Well, I think somebody said bye. Aksha and Ashley and a lot of people said, I think. So thank you guys. Gotta rush, gotta work. So please
Yeah.
have a really
Thank you
nice
so much, Ria.
I had fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
thank
this is
you.
super duper fun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
And bye.
Bye.
Everyone, if anybody wants to hang out, I'll be in the canteen.